gentlemen, welcome to my AEW Full Gear predictions. I'm super excited for Full Gear. This is the first AEW predictions I'm doing. I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it. If you guys like AEW or want more AEW predictions, let me know in the comments below and leave a like. Obviously, if this video doesn't get many likes or many views, I probably won't bother doing it in the future. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy this. So I'm going to be doing some predictions. I've been religiously watching AEW. I like to... I'm tongue-tied a little bit. So I do reactions on this channel, so I do SmackDown and Raw, and I feel sometimes it does feel like a chore to watch Raw and SmackDown. I'm not going to lie, it does sometimes. But AEW and NXT, but like for this example, AEW is such a joy to watch. Honestly, I can't wait. I always look forward to Wednesday nights or Thursday when I get to watch it. When I get to see AEW and then I get to see NXT and I get to watch them back to back. That's 4 hours of fantastic wrestling every week. I have loved every episode of the TV show of AEW Dynamite so far. And this pay-per-view has been really well built. Sometimes you'll have a WWE pay-per-view where the matches are just thrown together at the last minute. At Hell in a Cell, there was 2 matches announced, and then they announced the rest of the matches about an hour before the show started. So, like, this has been really built up. There's 2 matches on here that feel thrown together, but the rest of the show has been built up for months, and I'm super excited for this. So, and I'm going to have to put a little bit more thought into my predictions, because usually my predictions go, what will Vince McMahon do? Whereas this is, where does the storyline logically go from here? Because it looks like AEW actually have planned out stories. So this is going to be super interesting to do predictions on it this way. Instead of just predicting what a 71-year-old man is doing, I'm predicting on actual storytelling. So this is going to be fun. So let's just jump into it. So up first is the buy-in. We have Dr. Britt Baker versus Brie Priestley. So this rivalry has kind of been built up, but the match itself has only just been made. I feel like AEW are quite high on Dr. Britt Baker. They had her sitting in on the women's title match, like the debut women's title match, on commentary, and they've been building her up as like the next big star. And I feel like she is going to be the one who eventually takes the title off Rio, or she takes the title off the person who takes it off Rio. She's going to be a champion at some point. So I feel like they're building her up. So I feel like she needs a big win, even if it is just in the kickoff. Also, the fact that it is in the buy-in, the kickoff show, whatever you want to call it, makes me think that she's going to win, because you want a face to win and have a happy moment to get people to buy the pay-per-view. That's my logical pick. So I'm going to go with Dr. Britt Baker. Then we have Shawn Spears versus Joey Janela. So I feel like there is nothing lost by Joey Janela losing this match. I don't think he will lose anything by losing, whereas I feel like Shawn Spears has had a bit of a bad run of big matches. Yes, he won on Dynamite this week, but it wasn't like he hasn't beat a big star in AEW since he's joined. He's lost to Cody, he's lost to Moxley. He's just not on the best run, so I feel like Shawn Spears needs a big win, and I think a big win against Joey Janela will be perfect for him, so I'm going to go with Shawn Spears' win. Then we have the AEW Tag Team Championships, so it's SCU versus the Lucha Brothers versus the Private Pie. Should be a really, really, really fun match. It's going to be chaos. I feel like SCU have only just won the titles 2 weeks ago. I could see them hotshotting it and having Lucha Bros win it, but I'm going to stick with my gut, and I'm going to say SCU retained, because they have literally just won the titles. Then we have Pac versus Adam Page. So I feel like this one I can flip a coin, to be honest. I'm going to go with Pac, because I feel like Pac is going to be... he's been built up as the second heel in AEW, the second biggest heel in the company after Jericho. I think it's Jericho, Pac, the rest of the Inner Circle, then Shawn Spears. I think that's the top heels, probably. I mean, Moxley's a tweener, so he's face/heel, but I would say Pac is the second biggest heel in the company. So I feel like he needs to win this. Plus, Adam Page is going through the storyline where he's like a crisis of confidence. he's struggling because he lost to Chris Jericho in the world title match. He's kind of going through a crisis of confidence, and also there's some friction between him and the Elite. So I feel like they're going to keep building on that with him losing and just getting more and more. I feel like his storyline, it means the Pac winning means more, and Adam Page losing means more to storylines going forward. So I think that makes more sense to me. Saying that, I could just see Page winning this because he has. It's like he did lose to Pac with a low blow, but they're 1-for-1 in wins. So this is the rubber match. But we're gonna go with Pac. And now it is the Lock of the Night!
Smoke weed every day.
So we're gonna go with Rio versus Emi Shakura, so which kind of again felt kind of like thrown together at the last minute. It's teacher versus student. They had Emi Shakura. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that right. She won the tag title. She won a women's tag match by pinning Rio on Dynamite, and that was basically the way to put some doubt into our mind. But that makes me think that Rio was definitely retaining. I can't see them putting the title on Sorry, Rio's retaining. That's just what I'm going to say. I feel like they've built up Rio so much to be the champion. I feel like she's going to lose it to either... She's going to lose it to Awesome Kong, or she's going to lose it to Britt Baker. It's going to be one of those two that take the title off Rio. So, yeah, Rio retains. Then we have the Young Bucks versus Santina and Ortiz. The Inner Circle, Powerful, Pride and Powerful, I think they pronounce, or LAX. So multiple names. I think Santana and Ortiz are going over here. I feel like maybe again I could see it going either way because I feel like the Young Bucks, they might want to win on pay-per-view because they've had a really bad run of matches where they keep losing. But again, I feel it's the crisis of confidence. I feel like this is what they're building up to. I think they're building up to the Elite feeling like they can't win. Like I feel like pretty much everyone in the Elite's going to be on a bit of a losing streak going forward until they come up to the Beyond match, which is going to be like the War Games match. I think essentially that's what my theory is. Hack theory might be a load of bollocks, but I think they're going to be building up to some kind of War Games type match where it's going to be the Elite versus the Inner Circle, and I feel like the Elite are going to just have a bit of a losing streak all the way up to that point. So I feel like the Young Bucks are going to lose here again, and also Santina and Ortiz, they need to be built up a bit more, and they need to build up the Inner Circle a bit more. The Inner Circle needs to kind of be formidable. They need to be super over for a little while at least. So I feel like Santina and Ortiz will win. That is, unless they just get the title off Jericho. Jericho disappears and the Inner Circle just falls to pieces straight away. But I feel like they're going to build the Inner Circle a little bit longer. Hopefully. Then we have the world title match is Jericho versus Cody. I've been back and forth for this one. I was initially going to say this is my lock of the night and say Jericho hands down is going to win it until this last week with Cody's promo saying that if he loses, he is never having a title match ever again. I feel like that's actually going to be a good storyline going forward though. So I feel like Jericho is going to win, and I think Cody's going to have some kind of... There's going to be some kind of loophole that he finds a way into the title picture, like he wins a tournament or a Rumble match, or the title gets vacated or something like that. And I feel like they're going to have... I think they're going to have Cody versus Jericho for the title again at some point, but it's going to be a while from now. It's probably like a year from now. So they'll have Jericho winning a couple more matches and then come back to Cody at some point. Or Cody's going to win going to be the mid-card champion and put over a load of stars because he can't go for the world title, so he's going to just be the mid-card champ when they eventually establish one. That's my logical pick. Also, I feel like if you're going to pull the trigger on an MGF turn-in on Cody storyline, this is the time to do it. You have MGF, the heel, teaming up with Cody all the time, and you've built up their friendship, you built up the fact that they like each other, they care about each other. This is the time where you have MGF screw Cody out of the title. That's what I think is going to happen. I feel like this is the time. If you're going to do it now. I mean, there's not a better time than screw him out of the World Championship, is there? Like, what else can they do? When else can they turn him which would be as effective? So I feel like this is the time you turn MGF, unless they feel it's too obvious and then they're just going to leave it to another time. But I think this is the time to pull the trigger on that. And then we have the Lights Out match, which is kind of the main event, because they're not... This is going to be after the show, even though the show's going to keep going, is Moxley versus Omega. Kind of what I've been saying all the way through. I feel like the Elite are going to be going through a bit of a losing streak for a little bit. I feel like Moxley needs to win this match. And I feel it's like this is Moxley's type of match. This is a hardcore match, is his type of match. And I feel like Moxley versus Jericho might be on the cards. That might be the next big match. Jericho versus Moxley might be the next big title match coming forward. That might be my logical guess. I feel like, yeah, the winner of this match, I think, is going to go on to face Jericho, and I think Kenny Omega versus Jericho has kind of been done twice already, and I feel they want to leave that a little longer before they revisit it. Also, the fact that this is non-sanctioned and the wins-loss don't count might play into the story a little bit more. I'm gonna say Jon Moxley wins this one. I'm gonna say Moxley because it's his wheelhouse. But what do you guys think? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. And as I said earlier, this is my first AEW predictions. If you want more AEW predictions, let me know in the comments below. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Just, you know, get involved, because I want to make sure that if you guys want more AEW stuff, I'm gonna do more AEW stuff. And if you guys don't want more AEW stuff, I'll just stick to WWE. This is pretty much simple as that. But I'm loving AEW at the moment. I'm loving NXT. The Wednesday Night Wars are the best thing that's been going on in wrestling for the last couple of years. So I'm super hyped. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, a little bit of the bubbly.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.